welcome to another video by Blissful Techno Health. Today we're going to be looking at how to keep your browser clean and help prevent pop-ups and ads from showing up while you're browsing the internet using the Google Chrome web browser. When I worked as a help desk in a computer store, a computer repair center, we had a lot of complaints with people coming in about having pop-ups and ads on their computer. It's one of the biggest things. A lot of the time they would have malware infections as well, but there are some key tips and tricks here that I'm going to show you on how to help prevent these things from happening. So, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on the Google Chrome web browser today. So if you're running that, this is going to be helpful for you. Let's go ahead and open up Google Chrome. You can see here I have my home page set to the new tab, which is just the Google page. If you're getting pop-ups on your computer and you're wanting to help resolve some of those issues, the first thing you're going to want to do is come up to your options. The three lines up here, it's kind of a weird icon. I don't know where the three lines idea came from, but I'm seeing this around more and more. But click on this icon up here, come down to settings, okay? And we can see the settings of our browser. First thing you're going to want to check is your extensions. Extensions are little programs and extensions that get added into the browser for extra features and whatnot. If you're getting a lot of pop-ups, or your home page is something that you did not set, or you're getting redirected to certain pages, the first thing you're going to want to do is check your extensions. Okay, so take note how we got to these extensions. Remove any extensions that you do not want in here. Okay, I only have Google Docs and Google Docs Offline. I keep my extensions very clean. I don't add extensions. I'm very careful when I browse the web. But if you have a lot of things showing up in here that you don't recognize and know that you don't want, or if they look malicious in any way, shape, or form, remove them. Hover over the trash can and click the left mouse button. That will remove extensions that you don't want. You can also disable extensions if you don't need it enabled. Okay? So once you clean up your extensions, the next thing you're going to want to check is under settings. So click on settings. And you can see here on startup, this is your home page. What page shows up when you first open your Chrome web browser? You can see here I have mine set to open the new tab page. I like the new tab page because that just takes me straight to Google, and that's what I use the most. I bookmark all the websites that I like to hit up frequently, or I just type them in. It's not a big deal to me. But it can be potentially dangerous if you find this selected on open a specific page or set of pages, and you see a bunch of random weird search engines that you've never heard of before, or websites that you've never heard of before and don't even know how they got there listed here. If you see those listed, you need to remove them. Okay, and to remove them, you'll see an X. Okay, so just delete the item. If you want to have MSN.com as your home page, guess what? You can do that. I don't want MSN, so I'm going to remove it. So make sure this is cleaned up. Startup pages. If you're like me, then you'll just open the new tab page. Or you can continue where you left off when you come back. Some people really like to take a break, turn the computer off, close the browser. What if it freezes up? Something else of the nature. I like to open the new tab page. Personal preference. But make sure that your specific pages or set of pages is cleaned from anything that looks remotely malicious or unfamiliar to you. Okay, the next item is your search engine. So if you come down, you can see search. Set which search engine is used when searching from the Omnibox. Okay, Omnibox is your URL bar, your search address bar. So, at least to my knowledge it is. Yeah, it has to be because that makes sense. So anyways, here's your quote-unquote Omnibox, and it's set to Google on mine. Okay, now you can manage search engines, and a lot of times other search engines will show up in here that don't look appropriate. the things you've never heard of, the things you know you don't want. Okay, you can add new search engines down here. I could add Yahoo. Okay, Yahoo.com, Yahoo, done. Okay, so you can see now I have Yahoo set as another search engine, and I can select it, but I don't care. Okay, I don't want to add search engines. We're not going to go into the science of this because you really probably don't want to use this anyway. Bottom line is, Google.com is what I recommend. Google is the most reliable search engine, and other people like to use Bing, Yahoo, Ask, or Dogpile, or whatever. But you want to really avoid Bing. To be honest, Bing can get you the way that it searches. It can, and I've used it in the past. It can be potentially dangerous and get you into places you don't want to be. But you want to manage your search engines. Make sure that if there's anything listed here, just uncheck all of them, and uncheck anything that you don't want under your default search engines. It'll be the same. It'll give you an X over here on the right, and just clean this up. Okay. You can tell mine's already super clean, so I don't need to do anything. So that kind of wraps up the search engines. You want to make sure you're using Google or Yahoo or something else that's reliable. The way it works is, now that I have Google set, if I, without even coming down to search, if I just search from the URL web address bar, so if I type potatoes, it's going to do a Google search of potatoes. Okay, if I go to potatoes.com, I'm sure that's a website, it sounds legit, bam, there you go. .com sends me to this specific website. If you know a website, the idea is type in the website address so you can skip searching for it. That's when people get a lot of ads, blocks, ads, pop-ups, and malware. They download the wrong things and whatnot. So, but if you don't know a web address, or you just want to research potatoes, just type potatoes. It's using Google because that's what I have it set to in my search engines under settings. So that's a quick rundown of how to keep your browser clean. Now we're going to also show you a tool how to prevent pop-ups from popping up, or ads. There's a little program called AdBlock Plus. Okay, the scope of this video is with Google Chrome. So type in your search bar AdBlock plus Chrome. If you're using Google like me, you can type that in. Look at that, it's the first thing that shows up. We can see it's a legitimate website because it's coming from chrome.google.com. So it's coming from the Chrome Web Store. We're not getting it from download.cnet.com, AdBlock Plus. Avoid third parties whenever possible. We don't want GitHub. Let's go straight to the source, okay? Let's go to Chrome Web Store. It's going to be the most reliable place to get this program, this app. So click on that. First, search there, providing you're using Google Chrome or using Google like I did for the search engine. Okay, follow along, and you can see it pops up right away. And there's an Add to Chrome icon right here on the top right of this little box that popped up. Click on Add to Chrome. Add AdBlock Plus. Yes, add extension. Okay, so we're gonna add this extension. Look at that, it's already installed. That's how quick and easy it is. We know it's installed for two reasons. One, we have our AdBlock Plus icon up here. Okay, it tells us on a web page how many ads it's blocking. It also gives you a little number up here by the shield, the stop sign thing. So also, if I go back to my settings, go to extensions, I can see now I have AdBlock Plus enabled. So we know it's installed, and it is working because it's installed and it's up here. The only negative thing to AdBlock Plus for people like YouTube and other video websites is it has been known to also block commercials and ads. But and I kind of wish it. I'm glad it does in some ways, and I wish it didn't in some ways because, well, that's how things work. People make money by advertising on videos and whatnot. But the bottom line is it also blocks very malicious ads and pop-ups that pop up when you're on websites that might be a little bit sketchy or sometimes not even sketchy. So it really does help keep your computer safe and clean. And that's the most important thing to you, is to keep your computer safe and clean. So AdBlock Plus, I highly recommend it. It's a good program. So this is a quick rundown. keep your browser clean, install the AdBlock Plus. If you're still getting pop-ups after doing these different things, then you probably have a malware infection. We're not going to go into how to clean up a computer. It's out of the scope of this video, and it can be unique to your computer as well and what infections you have. I would recommend taking it to a computer repair center or a help desk, wherever you're at, and having it cleaned up. And but this is a quick tip on how to help keep those pop-ups from popping up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions, please shoot me a comment down below, and I'll do the very best I can to answer them for you. Thanks, guys.